What's up, guys? The Iceman here on Monday, January 12th, 2015. Yesterday, I watched the very first Bound for Glory presented by TNA from 2005. And today, I just got done watching Genesis, which was their November pay per view. Awesome, awesome pay per view. Um, the matches were just like outrageously outstanding. Um, there was a 4-on-4 match. Christopher Daniels, Samoa Joe, Roderick Strong, and Alex Shelley against Chris Sabin, Sanjay Dutt, um, Austin Aries, and I believe it was Matt Bentley. I could be wrong. But this match was phenomenal. Samoa Joe, since he's arrived in TNA in this particular year, has been undefeated. He's been relentless. Uh, a very, very good match. Went on for quite some time. Samoa Joe and Christopher Daniels. It was one of those matches where it was an elimination, and until one team didn't have any other members, the other team would win. So it got down to where it was Samoa Joe and Daniels finally eliminating the final member of the other team, and so Daniels and Joe's team won. And after the match, Samoa Joe just went nuts on Christopher Daniels. He busted his head open. He did the muscle buster like 3 times on him, and the last time he did it onto a steel chair. Um, Daniels was like totally, you know, um, bloodied up and whatnot, and he was pretty much incapacitated. And it took a while before the security and the refs came out. But a very, very, very good 4-on-4 match. It's one, if you never saw it, check it out. Genesis 2005 TNA. We also saw, there was just a lot of good matches on the show, I must say. But I'm just going to really bring up a few. AJ Styles, the X Division title holder, um, going up against Petey Williams, the Canadian Destroyer. A match which was also given a lot of time. Uh, both these guys, back in 2005, I mean, Petey Williams was a great wrestler, as we all know. And we all know the history of AJ Styles. And they put on a clinic. A very, very exciting match. It was one of those matches. If you don't remember who was the winner, because it was 10 years ago, it left you at the edge of your seat wanting, you know, waiting for the outcome. Fortunately for AJ Styles, he ended up doing a Styles Clash to Pete Williams off the second rope, and a great, great match. Also, Abyss went up against Sabu. Everybody remember Sabu. They were, it's one of these, hardcore matches, of course, and barbed wire tacks and everything was involved. And they were promoting to the fact that James Mitchell was out there saying that kryptonite you know is the lethal thing for Superman, and barbed wire is for the monster Abyss, which one has to wonder why. But in any event, this was an excellent match between the two of them. Um, just a lot of blood and whatnot. And at the end, Abyss ended up, slamming Sabu down on a barbed wired steel chair. And Abyss got the win. Excellent, just excellent, excellent match. I mean, the whole show was just phenomenal. Um, the main event was without a title. Team 3D and Rhino up against Jeff Jarrett and America's Most Wanted Chris Harris and James Storm. Great, great 6-man tag match. Um, a lot of action, a lot of action outside the ring. Um, just phenomenal. And when you watch these pay-per-views, you try not to compare them to present day wrestling because in my eyes, there's really no comparison. I mean, these pay-per-views, and for TNA, I mean, a lot of pyro, uh, a lot of nice stage setup and whatnot, and to see what Jeff Jarrett and company did back then, I'm almost, baffled. But I do understand, why Jarrett, back then just didn't get any um, financial help to keep the company going the way he was running it because it was very, very exciting back then. And as we all know, once Dixie Carter took over and it was the Dixie Carter era, things started to change immensely. And it really wasn't until 2010 where the Hogan Bischoff era came in, which really, to me, really topped it off and really, to me, actually took the air out of the balloon for TNA wrestling. So Dixie's trying to recapture all that now. But if you get the opportunity, watch the very first Bound for Glory, 2005. As a matter of fact, I got one more pay-per-view left, which is Turning Point. I've been watching all the pay-per-views from 2005, and every single one of them have been superb. So if you're a TNA fan and you never got to see it, you can find it somewhere on the internet. Watch these pay-per-views. Um, you won't be dissatisfied. They run the the full 3 hours. You get your money's worth, um, and a lot of great, great, exciting professional wrestling. Uh, Something that really is lacking at the present day time in the world of professional wrestling. Um, you know, I like the WWE for the fact that there's certain superstars in the WWE that I love watching on a weekly basis. But to compare the type of wrestling that they have to what Jeff Jarrett and TNA did, it's like night and day. Um, and I would gladly um, choose the type of wrestling TNA was doing back in 2005 compared to what I see in the WWE today. So anyway, you get the opportunity to watch it. You will not be disappointed. Great, great show. Um, you know, Jeff Hardy was there. Uh, it was Christian's debut at Genesis, which was a great thing to see. Uh, just a lot of good stuff. So if you get the opportunity, check it out, everybody. This is the Iceman. Peace out. Have yourself a great Monday night. And yes, Monday Night Raw is on tonight.